Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Captain Quasar, and welcome back to another unofficial H3 waiting room. Um, I gotta be honest, don't have a whole lot of H3 stuff to talk about today because it's a Tuesday. I did all of that yesterday. But today I do have some other stuff that I'd like to talk about, just trying to stream more in general. So expect more Tuesday streams on the regular, but we might have some other stuff to talk about. But we have some interesting updates on the subpoena for the information on the Snark mods, as well as some other takes from Taylor, Lorenz, and Ian. But I do appreciate everybody that stopped in. So let's get started. I also have a couple Instagram posts, not a whole lot. Wasn't on Instagram too much yesterday, and I showed some on the stream yesterday. That music was spoopy as hell. I know, right? It's a great pick. YouTube music. What can I say? What can you say? They've got the best stuff. But yeah, let's get into it. This was just really interesting. I found this and I thought this was a very interesting thing. Ooh! Like the magnet's cool, but then I don't know if he made this specifically or if he just had this lying around. But it worked perfectly for what he was trying to do.
Ooh, that's nuts. It totally just opposes gravity. It's as hard as I can do it. This odd shape is perfect for dropping on top of it. It'll just sit there if we balance it right. Who knew metal could be so fun? What if I spin it?
Oh, it still stops though. Interesting.
Dude! This is one of the most powerful permanent magnets in the world, and something weird happens when you put aluminum next to it.
Yeah, bro, whatever. Let's go throw this to the bottom of a river.
It just stops the motion. Normally you need a giant liquid-cooled electromagnet to show this effect, but ours is powerful enough to do it.
Magnetism.
Ooh! That's nuts! It totally just opposes gravity.
No, yeah, I need Bill Nye here to explain it.
It's as hard as I can do it. This odd shape is perfect for dropping.
That's perfect. So there, we learned a little something. Magnets are cool, but now something funny for entertainment. Anything can happen in a bayou brawling, tough man boxing. This was crazy to referee. So this is a camera on the referee watching he's reffing this match.
Holy fucking shit! Oh my god!
Come here, come here, come here.
Ooh, good. I cannot believe it just.
Two, come on. We good?
Cheers, are you okay?
Come here, come here.
Holy shit!
Watch this play-by-play. I thought he got hit. I thought he got, like, wobbled, but I think he literally just fell off balance. Magic is real. Science just explains it. So true. And this is magic. That last video, that was science. This is magic. So he throws this hook completely just like it wouldn't, even if it would have connected, it would have had no power behind it because he's completely leaned over. Like it would not have been a powerful punch. But then he's off balance, stumbles, runs all the way. Yo, did the ref push him out? Oh no. Or yeah, I think this is the ref's hand. He tried to catch him maybe, I guess. Well, we'll say he tried to catch him. He didn't do a very good job. full upside down. I think honestly, props to this guy because I think that genuinely he got put in a compromising position, but I think he was worried that this guy was going to get slammed on his head. Oh my god, getting hit like this is crazy. Now you have to do a wrestling move on him. You have to slam him down now. You have to do the finisher. It looked like he almost wrapped his legs around his neck. Like he's like, no, help me up.
Shit. Holy fucking shit. Oh my god.
Come here, come here, come here.
I cannot believe I just...
Two, come on.
We know you're good. You just fell out. That was pretty great, though.
We good?
He looked kind of happy about it. We might need to watch it one more time, real quick. I need to pause it right on his face.
Go!
Goes for it. He's got him. There's no trouble.
Holy fucking shit. Oh my god.
Come here, come here, come here.
I cannot believe I just...
Two, come on.
I can. Look at him. Look at those eyes. He's ready for seconds. My, look at him. Everybody's laughing. He looks a little happy. Maybe he's just super embarrassed. I would be. I would have walked off. I'm done. I'm not being a cut man anymore. A TKO of embarrassment. The ref just waves it off. He's like, that's all done. We're all done. I wish that would have happened. Yeah, pause, but he's smiling way too hard. And then this was a pretty good, I didn't want to spoil it, that's why I scrolled down. Balls. Yes, balls, chat, you're right. Balls, literally. I need a shotty to pull that move on me. So true, internet tough guy. Don't we all? I've got mine. You'll find yours, internet tough guy. Just internet tough woman on her, internet tough gal on her way. Another one. I think I might have shown this before, but Joe Rogan falls for AI video of Tim Walz. Can I just say, when people make edits like this, I absolutely hate it. Posting it on Reddit just makes it 10 times worse. It could be on this, but I'm watching it in this ratio, but then they didn't crop it from this ratio. It annoys me.
It was wacky, like
Yeah.
Tim Walz.
That's right.
Did you see where he had a "fuck Trump" shirt on?
Yeah.
And he's dancing and going down an elevator. Have you seen this video?
I haven't seen. Please play it.
You go full screen. On
Is that
this.
really this
Yes.
him?
It's real. Yes, it is.
I'm glad Jamie hasn't lost his sense. What's Jamie look like? Does anybody know? Does anybody actually know what Jamie looks like?
No, it's real. I love it. It's real. It's not real. It's got to be real.
It has to be real.
It has to be real.
Jamie,
come on, man.
Jamie's compromised.
Look at him dancing. That is so real, Jamie.
By the way, if this was real, he might have won.
It's probably a real person. It might not be Tim Walz. The "fuck Trump" is AI generated.
No,
on
he
a white
slaps
shirt.
his ass.
I mean, that is hilarious.
Oh, it's definitely him. This is all 100% real, Jamie. You're a plant. Does it say that it's AI?
I mean, yes.
You say it's AI.
No, the video.
Everybody says
the
it?
video I played on top says it's AI generated.
I fell for it too. And you know why I fell for it?
Yeah.
Because I believe that he's capable of doing something
But that's
that
his
dumb.
essence.
He's so weird.
No, I was right. I think these are pictures of him. There are a few that are different guys, but I think some of these are right. I think that's clearly probably him from the past, I'm assuming, but then that's maybe him more recently. Something like that. That's probably him. I mean, that seems like the set, right? So, what I was going to point out though is it doesn't look like he's been taking the, human growth hormone or any other supplements that Joe's been prescribing, so maybe that's why he's a little bit a little bit more inquisitory about these claims of AI Tim Walls. It has to be real. So true. No, yeah, and then the ending part, it was
Real.
It has to be real.
It has to
Jamie,
be real,
Come
yeah.
on, man.
Jamie's compromised.
Look at him dancing.
That's, I mean, the
That is so real, Jamie.
By the way, if this was real,
it's
he might have
probably-
won.
It's probably a real person. It might not be Tim Waltz. The fuck Trump is AI generated.
no,
on
he
a white
slaps
shirt.
his ass.
I mean, that is hilarious.
Oh, it's definitely him. This is all 100% real, Jamie. You're a plant. Does it say that it's AI?
I mean, yes.
You say it's AI.
No, the video.
Everybody says
the
it?
video I played on top says it's AI generated.
I fell for it too. And you know why I fell for it?
Yeah.
Because I believe that he's capable of doing something
But that's
that
his
dumb.
essence.
He's so weird.
He's so weird. It's something he'd do. It's so believable. And then, like, doesn't it say something? And someone pointed out, it says a lot that this is so believable. Yeah, it's just you're gullible. At the end of the day, that is just kind of how it seems. It's just you're gullible. You'll fall for anything. You won't do a lick of research. You'll just say some shit. Hey, Jamie, pull up that clip. You can do that if you're just bullshitting, but like if you're like, once you start getting into politics, Joe Rogan, you've got to set yourself like a higher standard. My mom has no idea who Joe Rogan is, and yet I had to dismantle her argument that litter boxes were in schools because she saw what he said. I mean, it happens a lot. People just believe it's you have confirmation bias. You know, it's you believe the first thing you've heard, and then you're only going to agree with the sources that agree with you. And yeah, that's why you got to be critical. Everybody needs to be critical. Have some critical thought. Really go, is that true? Do a little bit of research. Look into it. We love a concession with a dumbass caveat. So typical MAGA brain functionality. Yeah. It's fake, but it could be real. It could be, and it's realistic. Even if it was real, like, should we care? Trump literally fucking posted on whatever the fuck that platform is. He posted a video of him dropping shit on protesters. Trump protester AI video. Fuck is it? The fact that it did him with such orange face too. Here, what's the fuck's it called? Is it True Social? Is that still it? What does he post on? Right? Still that? I want to find it on his page. Didn't like Benny Johnson also post himself punching fucking like as Batman punching some Asian lady? It's insane. Post on Blue Sky. When was it posted? The media. All right. Logging. Oh, he put. Oh, wait, there it was. I just fucking saw it. I literally just saw it for a second. Where was it? Wait. Fuck. There it is. There it is. I found it. True Social, the real Donald Trump, at real Donald Trump, King Trump. Turn off that music, but like, come on, man. But yeah, if Tim Walz wore a fuck Trump shirt and smacked his own ass, that would somehow be worse. I'm just like actually.
If this was
confused.
real, he
It's
might have
probably-
won.
It's probably a real person. It might not be.
Trump straight said he wants people to worship him like Kim. Yeah, I mean, I just don't know why it takes so much proving, takes so much evidence that he's at the very least a piece of shit. Sure, be like, he's our president. Like, if you want to pull that one, cool, pull that one. But acknowledge that he's a fucking prick and just an asshole. Like, legitimately. Is the defending here's something Hassan said.
Yeah, Ethan Klein is washed and irrelevant. Who gives a fuck about Ethan Klein? He has lit his own goddamn career on fire because he wanted to defend a genocide for 2 fucking years, and now is actively trying to change that image to the best of his ability by being like, I actually didn't spend the last 2 years defending genocide. Everyone was lying about it. Who gives a fuck what that lunatic has to say?
And then they said, is the defending a genocide in the room with us, Hassan? Was it ever in the room with us, Hassan? Also, the forced fake laughter at the end is taking me out. Bro's clearly rattled and doesn't even believe his own lies. It is a weird point to laugh at, like, nobody believes you. Why would you be laughing there?
About it. Who gives a fuck what that lunatic has to say?
It does seem like he's trying to kind of pull the what he used to do with Destiny, where he used to just kind of go, don't talk about him, don't say his name, call him Voldemort, call him D-Man, call him whatever, say other things. It's trying to, you know, I get it on a certain level because you don't want to just keep like shouting out your biggest haters, but also like completely villainizing people using lies as the basis of that is just crazy and unnecessary. D-Man more like Lil D-Man. So true. I genuinely think Hassan is a psychopath. Hassan's ego is very frail. I think that's very true. I think he works out. You gotta give him credit where credit's due. He works out sometimes. Just to get some good gym pics. I don't know what this clip is specifically. Apparently it was Hassan arguing with a black chatter about as he does, arguing with black people about what they care about or what they should care about. But it was cycling through black Twitter for almost 24 hours. But the comments from his community aren't being hated on enough too. This is disgusting. Hassan when he eats chicken that makes you angry. And then this one, because he was talking about liberal black people. And then someone said libbers in chat. That's crazy. Maybe they don't know that they're being racist. I don't know how else you can take this other than they're filling in the N-word. Yeah, and someone pointed out. But they've been on him because of the recent clips that have come out about that. Shut up, insert minority here. Listen to what Hassan has to say. So true. I don't know what document this was. I haven't looked into them too heavily. I just did a quick scan of one a minute ago. But it didn't bring up Millhouse in the one I was looking through. But there has been an update. Maybe this one is in like the 900-page document. I don't even know. But there is an update in that they filed the quash, and then there was a response from Ethan and Hila and their attorneys. And it's not too much. It basically is just going over some things we've already heard, but it's also kind of pointing out like, hey, they're trying to ignore actual moments of copyright infringement and just label it fair use unfairly, and they kind of specify and try and indicate it very clearly through these elements. Yeah. It kind of just being like, they lying. They trying to lie on my name. Yeah, Anthony Millhouse. You thought Hassan was going to slip and drop the gamer word? I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, we'll wait for LUS to give us his critical analysis, and I'll give it a read over the next couple days too. I didn't see that it came out yesterday, or I would have actually read it for today. But I did throw it into ChatGPT, and ChatGPT basically just said what I was telling you, which I was kind of assuming based on, like, I read like the first page. And I was like, okay, I don't think I need to read this. And then I just copied it, threw it into ChatGPT, and ChatGPT was like, yup. I was like, is this what this is saying? And it said, yup. This exact document is TEI's opposition brief to the anonymous moderator's motion to quash subpoenas to Reddit and Discord. In plain English, TEI equals judge, don't let these mods hide. Their motion to quash is full of it. Here's evidence they helped spread our copyrighted stuff, so we deserve their names. ChatGPT being a little funny here. So yes, that PDF is literally DEI saying, nah, they're lying in their quash request. Take our evidence. Interesting stuff. But that's kind of what I was assuming, is that it's kind of just a... it's basically like a condensed version of the initial filing, right? And like, in a sense, smoke a gang weed, MLG. You're so right. This was interesting. So I don't know if Taylor Lorenz is just super ignorant. I saw another tweet that she made too. Is it this one or no? Oh yeah, that was just something else that was super stupid. But basically, Taylor Lorenz retweeted this post that someone made where they said, I don't know why I'm seeing so many people say that there was lax security at TwitchCon. The security, both in uniform and plain clothes, private security, were fucking everywhere. The truth is, TwitchCon was probably the most surveilled, security-rich, and filmed event in the conventions center all year. Surveillance and buff dudes just don't prevent cultural issues like misogyny from causing harm to vulnerable people. Could more be done? Of course. I wish harassment and misogyny was taken 100 times more seriously by the platform. But the problems that actually cause these people to behave this way are so deep and wider in scope than the platform of Twitch, as evidenced by this weekend. Cop surveillance and other forms of security theater can't and don't actually keep us safe. Only we keep us safe. And a lot of us are not doing nearly enough to counter misogyny and online harassment. What the fuck are you talking about? If you've hired security, the security is then liable for not doing their job as security. But also it's like, I don't know, it's like you can't just be like, oh, it was overly, it was like a surveillance state in there. I felt like there were cameras all over me. There were drones flying over while I had shot collars on. Because literally, like, everybody's seen Imiru got assaulted at TwitchCon, where some random guy walked up, hugged her, and then tried to kiss her, presumably. You can't really see. She made a long response talking about it, and in it she also said that, like, Neon walked through the back and was able to just walk up to her at one point for no reason. And it really does just seem like they were doing absolutely nothing at the end of the day. And yeah, you could be like, oh, well, there was security there. They were doing something. You know, look, the security runs over finally and pushes him off. Why was this guy even able to walk up and interrupt this fan's interaction? Like, the security should be over the top, and this was her security, her personal security, but this guy also got through other security, I'm assuming, as well. But really, I think maybe this whole, all of these security agencies need to be assessed. Really figure out if they're up to standards. As someone who was at TwitchCon, there was no security. Thanks, Beanie. That's so... I mean, like, it's just such a stupid thing to lie about. Because, like, there's so many people that were, like... Yeah, I'm sure they probably had certain rules about things. But I honestly don't know what you're talking about. They made people with illnesses... take their masks off. They also didn't have a fucking ramp for one of the, like, award winners who, like, couldn't get up on stage because they didn't have a fucking ramp for him. Like, come on, guys, think about it. It doesn't seem too well put together. But then I saw this, which is really funny. It just proves the levels of Taylor's journalism and her research skills. And they banned her other personal security guard because he protected her at the last TwitchCon. I don't understand this whole idea that security guards aren't allowed to do stuff. Like they can do a whole lot. Like, they're on duty. And I've not seen a whole lot of security get in trouble. Let me just say that. Every bar I've ever been to, every club I've ever gone to, you see some fucking security guard pick some dude up by his belt and throw him out into the street next to a bunch of cars, and he just gets up and goes, "You motherfucker." If there's somebody that is physically imposing themselves on your patrons, I think it is your duty as security to neutralize the threat. Literally, COVID is spreading like wildfire right now. Making anyone take their masks off at a convention is insane. I think it's also funny because if you're going to say anything about this, that literally just proves even more so that it was poorly, like, run security. If they're overly securing some things, but then somehow, like, someone's getting assaulted during the event. And trying to just make it like something like about misogyny in general. Yes, misogyny is an issue. And the fact that it's such an issue is why we should make sure that there's mechanisms in place to stop these, like, blatant assaults that happen in, like, you know, we're inside here, but broad daylight in a sense, in front of everybody, cameras and all. And you're gonna say, well, the security was great, but what are they gonna do? We have to cut it off at its core. What's that? What are you suggesting then? You're kind of just fucking, you know, just like pontification, always. Oh, but if only. Have you ever thought about misogyny? But Taylor goes on to sorry, this is maybe prior, maybe after, I don't know. Taylor Lorenz is such a hack journalist. She thought that Hutch Bald was Dan Saltman, which, what an embarrassment. This guy looks a whole lot like Dan Saltman. Technically, I'm bald right now too. I look more like Dan Saltman because at least my hair color is actually the same as Dan Saltman's. Hutch doesn't even have the same hair color. I gotta be honest here, Hutch. You gotta kind of let that mustache fill in a little bit on the sides a little more. Or maybe it's just the lighting. It's looking a little toothbrushy, if you know what I mean.
For that, by the way, I get shit for being like a communist, and Soy Pill's best friend is Taylor Lorenz. I mean, what's the deal there?
Did Taylor know how close you are with Hutch, and the mad shit that Hutch has talked about Taylor Lorenz?
When she was talking shit about Hutch, I texted her. I was like, I think you think that Hutch is Dan Saltman, and she's like, you're right. I do think that Hutch is Dan Saltman. and then she deleted the tweet.
Does she still think that Hutch is Dan Saltman?
No, she now knows who Hutch is.
Yes.
Gotcha.
I doubt I pop up on her radar very often.
No, it was just like
it was during Pillow Talk or something.
It's like one tweet happened, and she's like, "This guy's this crazy Zionist like freak, right?" It's like, "Oh no, whatever you're criticizing him for." She's specifically, you're talking about Dan Saltman, not Hutch. So.
Bald equals sexy to me. Dan is a sex icon. But I haven't seen this channel before. I don't really care to give it too much airtime just because I don't know, clipping for the purpose of like shitting on somebody. Like, there's better things you can do with your time. You can actually, like I've said, you should really talk about the things that you love. The things that you care about. I, at one point, liked iDubbbz. I liked his content. What happened? But this was just a bad take. I don't even know if it's the full video. I don't know what it means by getting taken over by a troll. I literally just want to talk about this beginning part. Because it has nothing to do with Twitch. It has nothing to do with anything, really.
Your life is nothing. You serve zero purpose. You should
become a member of the channel
now.
The overall con was really well run, but the failure to properly give safety, especially in the meet and greet area, kind of overtakes the rest of it. Yeah, I mean, legitimately, if you should kind of beef up the security for the meet and greet sections, because sorry, but if the fucking the people there are kind of doing stuff, you'll hear about it, and then they can, the security can come running. But if something happens to one of the actual like stars, one of the guests, like one of the event goers, like if the event goers are getting into a fight or doing something, that's fucked up. But I think people would kind of give that more of a pass as like, oh shit, people at this event were going crazy. But when something's happening to the actual like guests that you're bringing to the event, it's not a good look. It's actually a bad look, I would say. But this is a clip of Simple Ian watching What the Fuck Is Up Denny's. Let me just say, great clip. The OG clip is let's see. What the fuck is up, Denny's? I want to watch it because it's a classic. God damn you, YouTube. So you'd think, oh, this is going to be great. You know, Ian's going to give a little, he's going to have some fun, talk about this funny little clip. Like, how the fuck did they do this in a Denny's? Like, what was this I think the story goes that this was actually a Denny's that was repurposed into a venue for a bit before it like got demolished or something. It was something like that. I don't think that it was actually like a Denny's in use, which would have been pretty sick. You know, you got to just ask around. You know, you never know you missed until you shoot. But Ian takes this a whole other direction.
There's something that I do not. I wish I understood like fucking mosh pits or like just the freaking out kind of like trying to hit people.
That's not what mosh pits are about. And that's what I've always hated about people in mosh pits. I love mosh pits. I love to mosh, see? But if the true mosh pits are push pits, everybody just pushing each other around, knocking each other, you know, you're just having some fun. You hate the people that are crowd killers. Crowd killers are the worst. They're the dudes that are coming in there throwing elbows, throwing big hooks, overhands and shit. And you're just like, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you throwing windmills in the middle of this? And that's why you need at least a couple big guys. Usually it'll be like a big Samoan dude. And you're like, hey, bud, help me out real quick. And then we do like a whip. We throw each other. I get one, he gets the other. You kill the crowd killers. And then the crowd can have fun. But the point isn't to hurt people. It's just like letting out some energy. You know, personally, I'm somebody that has excess amounts of energy at all times. You know, there are times where I genuinely just feel like, ugh, start spazzing out. I think of it as me tapping into my my ape roots. The ape inside of me comes out, start aping out. You know what I mean? But legitimately, there's times where I just, you know, just get overwhelmed with energy. And I feel like mosh pits are a good way to kind of let that out, especially when you're in a scenario where you're hearing some music that you more than likely enjoy, or else you probably wouldn't be at the concert. But yeah, so it's a good time. Idub's the kind of guy to avoid the crowd, avoid the guy. Oh my god, Idub's the type of guy to attempt to crowd kill, and then get his ass kicked out of the pit and whine about it. So true. I hate being pushed, but love that being a small 5'4" girl, I am usually safely removed from said pit. See, and that's what I mean, is you got to have at least a few people that are willing to kind of help people out. You kind of keep people inside. You don't, like, I've also hated people that like go around to the outside and just start smacking random people. Like, those guys need to get dropped right in the middle. You need to just come around a little bit, and then just really put your hip into it and hit him with just a clean one and jaw him. And then everybody can have fun. That's what I'm talking about. They might be worried about you, but that's when you take your step off to the side. Take a breath. You were just having fun. You know, you're chilling. No, but genuinely, crowd killing is the worst. Those guys ruin events. They ruin shows. I never got in aggressive mosh pits, and I have been in a few. Yeah, I think I've been to a lot of punk shows, and there's always people trying to prove something. And I mean like underground punk shows where they're like, I've been to like desert shows and house shows, shows that got, you know, shut down by the cops and stuff. Usually you just play for a little bit longer and then you go, oh, fuck. And then everybody goes out to their cars and drives home. The pits at hardcore shows were always safe when I used to go to shows. But then moshing got popular and normie people came and fucked it up. So true. This is such a fun clip. How do you start unironically critiquing? No, I don't know. Yeah, it seems weird to care about this, especially because they're not even like overdoing it. It doesn't seem like anybody's going too crazy. See, some of them are doing the windmills, but there are times where you'll literally have a guy just in the middle of the pit by himself, just throwing windmills, and that's funny. That's interesting. A couple kicks, throw a couple kicks around. See, but I have said that if you can't dance, the easiest thing to start with is the two-step. The two-step, if you can get it consistent, you can learn about rhythm. You can start implementing other little movements into it, and when you're doing the two-step, you can you exert a lot of energy actually if you're using your whole body, so it'll get your cardio up. It's a good cardio workout. I'm 5'1". I avoid crowds because I feel like I'm being suffocated. See, I've never had that problem. I'm always like I'm at least eye level above the crowd. I can look around. The internet tough guy is a 5'7" short king. So true. Internet tough guy, short king. Internet short king. I'm trying to think of a way to do it with the tough guy. It's too many words. Can I demonstrate my two-step? It's gonna fuck up the camera a lot. Well, I guess maybe. Two-step? Okay. I'll do it. I guess I just have to move my chair. Oh. I hope I don't knock anything over here. I'm actually gonna push this back a little bit. Look behind the curtain. Doing it without music is so difficult. I'm trying to think. See, I'm trying to think if I want to do it with my whole body or not. It feels so weird without any music. One sec. Yeah, I feel like I might be doing it wrong too when I'm thinking about it, because it's like, so you can't really do it on camera because you're doing 1 2 1 2, but with each one, and then you kind of bring your arms around. You know what I mean? And then you get people that get low. You know, you bring your head down. Now I'm questioning if I'm doing the two-step wrong. Okay, I think we're good. Yeah, the music's in my heart. Well, thank you for that. I'm more out of breath because I was nervous dancing for you guys. That looks like every two-step you've seen? See, I was literally at the Denny's. But let's hear his actual opinion.
Thing, like, but not actually. Like, you're not. I don't get. I know it's like there is like this weird. It's a little bit of a performance. It's a little bit of a release without necessarily being like specific with your confrontation. I know that there's like a reason people do it, I just don't fully get it. You seem like a mosh pit person. I do not get it at all.
I saw it said once, and I completely agree. Every time I see his like gold tooth now, it looks like it's just like a missing tooth. You cannot tell that it's gold.
Because it feels like it feels so dangerous, especially with people who are not like, who don't understand their feelings. And I feel like that's a lot of people. And I feel like there's so many people who probably could do this with some not so great intentions and do a fucking spinning windmill back fist into the back of your head and put you down. There's a very thin line between fighting and dancing. Maybe since you've been...
Well, I mean, that is possible, but again, you gotta hope that there's a couple people there that'll defend you. That'll get their get your get back for you.
In actual fights, you don't feel the perverse need to performatively lash out at folks. I don't know. That's what I'm saying, Mudfoot. It like, because I do feel like it's flirting with the idea of fighting and conflict. Like maybe it would be good, a good like segue into doing a combat sport or
what mosh pit. Oh my god! I just realized this is the point he's actually trying to make. I don't get these people that want to go into mosh pits because it's like, what? You want to fight, but like you're too much of a pussy to actually fight? Is that? I feel like that's the point he's trying to make. Like you want to do it, but you don't want like the actual confrontation of being in a fight. Like, what are you talking about? Balls, quite literally balls. This guy must be great at parties.
Or doing anything that's very like physical. Because it like opens the door a little bit. Men will do anything but hug. That's what I'm saying. Is like
you've always been shitting yourself.
I don't know. I get wrestling. I get wrestling with your boys. It's a little bit like it's hard to do like a good wrestling with your boys in public. That's hard to do. I will say I've wrestled with my boys in public as adults, and like it helps. It helps for you to both be secure and not be losers.
I need that soundbite. Fuck. I need that. I'm gonna go pull that later. I never thought of that. I was just using the first time he said he was stoic.
And like it helps for you to both be secure and not be losers. We were talking about Fiona. But yeah, if I was in a mosh pit, this is what I'd want to do.
You said this is what he'd want to do?
In a mosh pit, this is what I'd want to do. Am I Husk now? Like you got
See, what I usually would do is I kind of am like that, but I do a lot of spinning. I do a lot of spinning and a lot of bouncing and kind of just turn around with my hands like this because I just don't want to get hit in the face. Like, because some people do just swing their arms around and I'm not trying to get slapped. So I would do that and then push. If people keep on like getting too close to me, then I push them off and move to the side. That's also why the hands are up, so they're not like underneath me. Because I'm not trying to accidentally, touch ass. That's a no-go.
You gotta cover your head.
I'd rather go like this on somebody's face than accidentally grope them. I'll just into somebody's face and push them off, but not actually. It's all for my own security, because I'd feel weird.
You gotta be down low and throw overhands constantly. The defensive mosher, I'm not here to get fucking knocked out. No, it's not about hurting others. You're missing out. Oh, man. It's what Ian said. Wait. It's about opening up to others, being open to getting pushed and shoved and slammed by your...
I wonder if Ian's ever been to a concert, because the type of music he listens to would be like mosh style music. Like, even not all of the songs, but their concerts would consist of, like, they would have mosh pits in them. Like, during sets. So, I'm wondering if Ian's ever been to a concert. Because he's saying, like, he doesn't get it. I'd assume that if you went to concerts, like, you'd at least have friends or stuff that have been to concerts and, like, other people that could explain it to you. It's not that complicated.
Loved ones to the heavy tones of...
Oh, yeah, this part I disagreed with just because I thought it was funny.
And it's what Ian said. Wait. It's about opening up to others, being open to getting pushed and shoved and slammed by your loved ones to the heavy tones of a sick beat.
The loved ones parts, I was just kind of like, okay. But I think that overall, the main point is just, like I was saying, letting out some energy, maybe some frustration or something, but in a way that isn't negative, and you shouldn't be doing it to just, like, punch random people and hit people. It's just a way to actually, like, let out that, you know, that energy that you have inside in a productive way. I don't know how productive it is, but you're building a community. And hey, like I said, a family, loved ones. I have to say, most of the shows I went to consisted of people that I didn't love all that much. It is the opposite. Mosh pits are men's way of getting hugs. Anissa probably doesn't let him out of the house. So true. That's why he's never been to a mosh pit. Yeah, then just get out of the pit. Yeah, there is a lot of sweat. That's why you just... I mean, I'll probably do it towards the beginning of a show, but at a certain point, there's always that one guy where his shirt looks like he just jumped in a pool. And you're like, okay, man, I think we're good. I think it's time for me to head out. Well, sorry, I guess you're right. This is the White Hassan. Let him cook.
I think you're right. I think my brain is kind of going into capitalism mode, if that makes sense. Right.
Oh, Hassan moment?
I thought that I was a dumb whore.
Okay, I don't want to replay that soundbite, but I'm trying to get the point of why he brought up capitalism.
Heavy tones of a sick beat. I think you're right. I think my brain is kind of going into capitalism mode, if that makes sense. Right.
I guess that's because he talked to her. Just having her on stream. I didn't even realize that they have like a little thing here. A little stoic bingo card.
Pit. The community polices the mosh pit. And if someone is being weird, they're taken out of the mosh pit. Like,
they're taken out in life. Their life is taken out. The life is taken out of their eyes.
I forget that there is this element of like community. And I'm thinking of it as like, no, this is like the free market. And if someone...
What are you talking about?
One can get away with fucking taking someone out with a rogue fist because they don't go to therapy and they really need to, like, they have a bunch of demons, like, they're gonna do that. But I'm like, no, if you're going to a concert already, like, you're part of a community, this is like a good place, you fuck with the people who are around you, and you're not looking to hospitalize them. And I think sometimes I forget that is the point and the purpose, and which is why this like dangerous thing is like okay, is because it is a safe place. Like, I'm not gonna do a fucking...
They're changing his opinion. Okay.
Mosh pit at like a, I don't know, at a show where I don't feel like I'm like the culture is good or the community's good.
Yeah, you usually don't. What the fuck is he talking? Why does he need to talk about this? This is the definition of stun locked. But I think that maybe Ian's brain is permanently stun locked.
Have I been behaving, Mr. Dubs? Let me see, Hassan Piker fan. The only mosh I want to watch is Smosh. Ha 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 ha. Ian, please host an iDubbbz fan mosh pit. Please, please, please. You would not be invited to that. But I hear you. I hear you. I don't know. Some of it's a little weird. I'd give you a D+ for your comment so far. Also, you just said, is it because my name isn't White Hassan Fan 2069? You stole that joke from someone else in the chat. Someone else in the chat had already said that. I think it was actually said twice before, at least. So, yeah, there's a lot of reasons. You got a D right now. Okay, what was it? 600,000 or 60,000 seconds that he got banned for? Wait, what are your pronouns, Hassan Piker fan? Because I have a feeling this isn't going to be the.
You know how people assume other people will behave how they would behave in a situation? Yeah, okay, I hear you. You know how people think that everybody's like them, and you know how I lack empathy?
The last time I talk about you. Pikers.
You know how I'm so individualistic and selfish and only think about myself, and how I would want to hurt somebody if they were if they pushed me in a mosh pit?
/fan. Pike/her. Oh, God. I want to ban him just for that shit. That's not funny. I don't like that. But you laughed? I laughed at the situation I put myself in. It has nothing to do with you, okay? Keep that in mind. Dude, wait. Oh, man. Good job. Good job, Han. That was epic. For someone to... Dude, it's so funny. For someone to come in and say, shut up, anti-American and anti-dog MF. They're concerned about people being anti-American. I love that. Empathetic moment. Fucking silly. They've taken the...
Some of these sound bites are really good.
They've dranken the Kool-Aid. Okay. Hassan Piker fan, I'll allow your stupid little jokes, but you cannot end it with spam. All caps, ha 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 ha. Too much. Way too much. Don't feel bad for them. They're a fucking troll. Dude is sus as fuck. I totally agree. Hey, I actually had that idea to do that in the first stream. To do a trial for those who are about to get banned. Well, it was like a vote. The idea was a vote, Hassan Piker fan, but you were fucking whinging and moaning. So, yeah. You got... Oh, yeah, and we did vote. Good point, Zoe. Yeah, we did vote to ban you. Maybe we should do another vote. All right. I think Hassan Piker fan wants mob rule. Not mob rule. They want a vote. We'll see if they lose or win the vote. Let's do a poll. Should we time Hassan Piker fan out for an additional...
Has Ian lost like 500 subs? Yeah, I mean, he's still doing all right, you know? Yeah, he's doing all right for himself. But yeah, it seems like he needs to get back on a drama train, or at least do some better content.
What was it, 60,000 seconds? I forget how long it was. This will be good timing, because you can go watch Hassan... You can go watch Turkish iDubbbz stream. 69,420 seconds.
Turkish iDubbbz.
You know I'm voting. Do you know what I'm voting for? You might...
I might need to pull that one. You can go watch Turkish iDubbbz stream.
You can go watch Turkish iDubbbz stream. 69,420 seconds. All right. You know I'm voting. Do you know what I'm voting for? You might not. You might not know. Because this creature's a source of content for me. And I do think they're a creature. I do think that they came in here with, I think, bad
might be live. Let's see.
intentions. I think they are cloaked, layered in irony. I think they're the meta irony queen. Just keep in mind, for everyone who's voting for ban, we do not necessarily want to split the vote and allow them to be free.
Stoically.
You know, this might be one of those...
He's just stoically gaming.
All right, I'll put it in park. Oops. Wait. Oh, man. I gotta remember not to do that.
His hair always looks like he just got out of the shower, but then his skin's so greasy that you know that's not the case.
No. Okay, that was weird. What the fuck is happening?
See, I like doing gaming streams now and again, but I hope that my gaming streams aren't this boring. I try and like
Okay, I think
have
we're
conversations
boned
with
because we don't
chat,
have our
talk about
Wii
stuff, do
controller
stuff,
anymore.
point out little funny
But I
things
do
that are
not
happening in the
care. We're
game.
probably gonna die anyway.
Look at that face. Stoic.
I'll check the floor though.
You should speak up a little bit too. He's a little quiet. Game's really loud compared to him. He's like right up on that mic too.
No.
This is terrible. Terrible gaming stream.
Situations, you know, when you get 3 options and the independent steals votes from the Democrat, like just keep in mind, guys. Oh yeah, trolls can.
Has Hassan ever talked about the Turkish occupation of Cyprus? I don't know for sure, but if I had to guess, I would say no. If I had to take a shot in the dark, I would assume no, because he's also downplayed, like, you know, the way that Ottoman, like, he's downplayed Ottoman rule a bit in terms of, like, the dhimmi system and stuff like that. So, I just remember one time it made me laugh a lot. Lonerbox said he was Ottoman posting, and that honestly made me crack up.
Can be entertaining for sure. I'm not opposed to it. I like a little bit of conflict.
I learned about the Ottoman Empire when I was a kid, when I was watching Raising Hope, because there's that one episode where the grandma in Raising Hope, she has dementia, and Hope is a baby, and Hope accidentally climbs into a bunch of, like, a garage that was filled, like, it was like an outside shed that was filled with all this shit just piled up. So the grandma had to pull out all the stuff, and during that was that one song where it's like, Istanbul, Constantinople, Constantinople, get the word. It's nobody's business but the Turks. And I was like, what's this song about? This song's interesting. And then I learned a bit about Turkey and the Ottoman Empire and all that business. But yes, Turkish items. Raising Hope, the spiritual successor to My Name is Earl.
I like a little bit of weaseling around the rules. That's what makes streams like this kind of entertaining. I believe in rehabilitation for all. That's very nice, Hello Carrie. I think I believe in that as well. Turkish Items calls them pets. Oh, that's interesting. Chad's not as bloodthirsty as I thought. Yeah.
I can't imagine Hassan being too happy with Turkish Items. I think we all need to adopt it. It's pretty funny. Turkish Items.
I think people get it. I think we have a lot of free thinkers here. I think a lot of people know that this creature in chat is excited.
Yeah, that's it. Istanbul by They Might Be Giants. Wait, it was by They Might Be Giants? They also did Boss of Me. A good band. Yeah, They Might Be Giants did Boss of Me, the Malcolm in the Middle theme song. I didn't know that they did Istanbul as well. I guess I didn't think that the song was probably just called Istanbul. OMG, the Turkish items. You watched it, you spent an hour watching the Stoic videos and fell asleep. I mean, that seems pretty easy, I've got to be honest.
Wait, before I get timed out, do I get one final statement to leave my mark? Just know that if it is out of pocket, the timeout will turn into a ban immediately. This is your last meal. Oh.
I learned about the Ottoman Empire in primary school. I remember being taught about it briefly, but I feel like everything that I was taught in school was a very, like everything was made to be done in segments, and like you don't really get like a thorough analysis of like the history of places, of like the empires and how they collapsed and the reasons for their collapse and stuff like that. You don't get scholarly analysis in primary school. It's kind of bullshit. What can I say? I love Malcolm in the Middle. That show is the basis for my sense of humor, for real. Me too. That I've always said that is my favorite childhood show. That was the show I watched the most growing up. This is not what podcasting is. Right now I'm just talking about my favorite childhood show. In a second we're going to talk about the dreams I had as a child. Once we're done with this video.
My final statement, I am not a troll, I'm a fan. I try to create fun in these streams. My goal of democracy has come true. And until the day I return, keep having fun. Oh, God. Ban that fucking bitch. No, don't ban
damn
her.
it.
No.
Bonks for me and bonks for iDubbbz. I swear. Oh, it's because I accidentally pulled the headphones out. This resets every time. For both me and iDubbbz.
Stupid sexy Hassan. Why do all the girls like him?
Stupid sexy Turkish iDubbbz. Why do all the girls like him?
Just do the timeout, because timeout won. No, I'm kidding, Hassan 5. or it's authentic, you know. You can never know for certain. We'll have to meet them in person one day, and you know, we'll make a determined. It'll probably be obvious if we ever do a fan meetup or a convention like this.
I was playing music here. Okay, I think I'm gonna end it here because I don't want to get a copyright claim from Stoic Chronicles. But yeah, that was iDubbbz's terrible take and getting stun locked by a chatter. We got exactly 10 minutes through that. Interesting. I asked him yesterday what setting Hassan uses to shock him, and I didn't get banned, and mods are sleeping. The mods are sleeping over there. Damn. They just didn't even care. They probably thought that one was funny. Breakfast burrito. W breakfast burrito. I'm banned and blocked in iDubbbz's chat for giving a wrong answer during GeoGuessr. Not very cash money or empathetic of him. That was not very cash money of him. That's hilarious. I forgot. I do have one other thing before we got into my childhood hopes and dreams. This was a video from Dax Flame. He's attempting shot comedy now. It's his new venture.
I hate this woke bullshit. If one more Gen Z person tells me to say unhoused instead of homeless, I'm gonna unalive them. I'm just kidding. I just don't feel that way.
Pause. Bro, you cannot say stuff like that. Don't worry, it's just a joke. I would never actually say that kind of thing. I'm Gen Z, and you made fun of us. Do you hate us? Dude, no way. Gen Z is like my biggest fan base. I was just saying something shocking because people love that kind of thing. See, let's take a look at their reaction.
They love that joke.
I guess so, but you're skating on thin ice, buddy. Okay.
I like that he had the explanation of what shot comedy is. Shot comedy is usually a negative label put on a certain comedic style. A style in which the comic provokes the crowd in what some say is an unimaginative, unintelligent, easy fashion. For example, many people would consider a comic telling jokes about having sex with, I'm assuming it's someone's mom, to be an example of shock comedy. But again, as with something else, we didn't even get an example. Come on. Do you like this type of comedy, or should I avoid this type of comedy? But for anyone wondering who this is, you might be wondering. This is what talking to me IRL is like. Is this what you look like, internet tough guy? This is, if anyone isn't wondering, this is Dax's new sidekick.
Today, I want to introduce you to my new sidekick, Jake. What's up, guys? I'm Jake. Let's have some fun.
You know, if you change the B to an H on that sign, it would say humps.
Oh, Jake, you can't say that in public.
Talk about shot comedy.
Sorry, I don't have a filter. Ooh, yummy. I definitely want to suck on this.
Pause. You did not just say that. I bet it's not the only thing you want to suck on.
Look at those melons. I'd love to spend a night with her.
I cannot take you anywhere.
Oh, hey, I got the STD cream you were looking for.
Oh, Jake,
I don't have an STD.
What are you gonna do with those bananas?
Eat them?
I'm just saying, looks really sus holding them like that.
That guy sounds a whole lot like Dax. They do kind of sound similar, right? They should do that as a video to see who, like, why they sound so similar. Maybe even have people guess if they can guess who said what. I'm glad Dax found this new sidekick. He seems like a nice guy. It's nice to meet Jake.
It's a banana. Be mature, Jake.
Jake do be immature though.
that girl is beautiful. I'd love to wife her up.
No one wants to date you, Jake.
That is
damn Dax. Damn, Jake was being a little bit. He was being a little bit forward about the girl that he saw, but you don't need to be so disrespectful to your sidekick like that. He looks up to you. He wants to be just like you when he's older and taller and has a smaller head and isn't pink anymore. When he's human, when he becomes a real boy.
Cat, I have Riz.
Please let me know if you like seeing a sidekick like Jake.
Did somebody say my name?
I'm trying to talk in private. And yeah, and then if so, I can make more videos like this where we like drive or go to the store or something.
Dax just is my favorite. He's my favorite comedian. Look at this side by side. Why does he look like he's like pasted in here too? Yeah, he hasn't had anything in a couple weeks. We need a new video, Dax. But now I need to, sorry, we're moving on to something a little personal. It's some videos and some Instagram posts that have revived an old wish of mine. Because when you see, when I was a young child, I didn't want to be like the other kids. I didn't want to grow up to be a teacher or a police officer or a doctor or a horse surgeon. What I wanted to be when I grew up was a superhero. And people made fun of me. People laughed at me. My family said, that's ridiculous. You could never become a superhero. And I saw people in real life come and go as superheroes. Phoenix Jones, for example, was a real-life superhero who ended up selling drugs to make ends meet and got arrested for it. It seemed, though, that he was probably selling drugs during the day and then beating the shit out of competition at night. No, that's not what I'm looking to do. But recently, I've come to find this new hero, a new savior of California. And his name is not Dax Flame. His name is Rock Hard. Rock Hard superhero. I've been following him since he was at like 20K, I think. I've been following him for a minute. And Rock Hard is a true hero. He's doing training with his sidekicks. The Lookout, they set the Lookout on fire. They had to make sure that he's ready for anything. Mr. Mexico went missing. They're looking for him right now. He had a boxing match with his biggest villain, his arch nemesis. His arch enemy. His nemesis. His arch nemesis. Same thing, whatever. Fuck it. Flaccid Sand versus Rock Hard. And honestly,
Rock Hard versus Flaccid Sand. 1v1. It all.
Low-key, is this on YouTube? I feel like this might be on YouTube. Rock Hard vs Flaccid Sand. Oh, it is here.
Today's the day
Gotta subscribe.
that we've all been waiting for. Rock Hard versus Flaccid Sand. 1v1. It all comes down to this. Whoever loses must donate $1,000 to the charity of their choice, but we all hope it's for kids or cats and dogs.
Oh, great one. Do you have words of advice?
I'm here for you afterwards.
You know what's funny? I actually own this exact mask. I was gonna do a bit. See, I've had like so many ideas for different like different style things that I've tried to do in the eyes of comedy and creation. And one idea that I had was creating a fake self-help guru, where basically I was gonna wear this mask. I was gonna get a better like under mask because I didn't like this aspect. Use some kind of mask with a suit, be like a self-help guru. But interesting because I do have the same mask.
Goes wrong. No, I mean I'm.
Oh yeah, he's been through so many arcs at this point. He has exposed his secret identity. We do know what he looks like, just so everybody knows.
Do you have anything on you? No. I'm dead. What? What is this? I tell you, you can help me with the fight. I bet you. All right, clean fight. Clean fight. This is what you're fighting for. Back to your corners. $1,000.
I have to say, honestly, because here's the thing. He actually does go out at night. It's definitely like a joke, but like he'll go out at night and like call the police to help like with drunk drivers trying to drive away and stuff like that. Day 100 of fighting crime. So it seems like he's just trying to build a persona for himself too.
Fight start! That's allowed. I'll allow it. Ooh! No!
I was expecting it to be a more fake fight though. They really start throwing hands for a second.
Blasted hard this round. It ends now. Five, four, three, two, one.
It's so hard to breathe with this him. Good.
Blasted sand face reveal.
Ethan's also working up a sweat. Ooh. This is all for $1,000 to charity. Let's not forget. Oh, shoot. The power of Los Angeles.
Get up, Blasted Sam. Beat his ass. Get him! Get him! Get him!
Woo! Manuel got good dodges, bro. Got a quick. Oh! Oh! Oh my God! 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last round. Flaccid.
Would you consider this stoic, Alex?
Flaccid sand. Flaccid sand. What the heck?
There's a new LUS video. We can check that out in just a second. We still got time. Is there a new...
Flaccid hard. I guess you can say the stakes are high.
Good. You got this, Flaccid Sand.
I'm gonna say it now. They're a whole day late. They better be on time today.
Shows what you
I'll put
got,
the
Flaccid. Shows what you got.
I'll put the I'll pull up in just a second.
This guy. There's a minute and a half left in the fight, and Flaccid Sand does not look too flaccidy right now. He's looking rock hard.
No!
Oh!
Oh! It's done! It's done!
It's over.
The winner is Rock Hard!
Yippee! Oh.
And the
Water's his weakness.
Goes to Rock Hard! Rock Hard! Rock Hard! Rock Hard! Rock Hard!
LA is safe now. This was an insane fight. The emotions were high. How are you feeling after the victory?
Feel good. Didn't want to hurt him, but had to do what I had to do. So
The public is saying this was a landslide victory. What do you have to say to that?
yeah, towards the end, I felt like he was slowing down. There's not much defending he could have done. The ref stepped in, so you told him to step in. You were gonna die.
We want to ask, the $1,000 to charity, where are you going to be sending that?
The loser has to donate $1,000, so hopefully Flaccid Sand keeps his word. I know there's a lot of bad blood going into this, but hope we can still be friends. I would like to call out some criminals. Every single criminal in LA, you are not safe. I've been training in China for the last 2 months so I could prepare for this fight. James Charles, I'm coming for you. Dr. Disrespect, I know I'm a little bit older than what you guys typically go for, but I need you to take a risk and step into this ring with me. And then I would also like to call out Diddy. He just escaped. Wherever you are, come fight me.
Rock Hard's coming for him. He uploaded the fight trailer after the fight. Oh, there's a Raw fight. There's Raw fight footage. I'm gonna watch that later, personally. But yeah, Rock Hard has been going on the streets, stopping crimes, lighting his homie on fire for fun. I can't believe Mr. Mexico's gone missing. How sad. We do not have a thumbnail yet or a title. Telling you, a whole day late. If they're a day and and an hour late, a day and a minute late, a day and 30 minutes late, come on, it'd be crazy. But basically, the reason I bring this up is because I am going on my hero's journey. I am going to start. I've already been, trying to exercise a lot more. I've been going on daily runs. I've gotten my mile time down to 11 minutes. I'm trying to get it. Or it was 11:30. I'm trying to get it under 10 minutes. That's my goal. I want to run a 10-minute mile consistently. And I'm trying to become more... See, this isn't like an idea of me becoming a crime fighter to go out on the street and beat the shit out of random people. I don't need to become the next Phoenix Jones. But what I want to do is become more knowledgeable, more strong-willed. Both strong physically and mentally. And I'm going to do that throughout different streams, I think. I think on Tuesday streams, every once in a while, I'm going to talk about this type of stuff. Different real-life superheroes. There's a whole website talking about different people that are real. Maybe I'll try and get in contact with a few of them if I can. Ask them what it's been like for them fighting crime. So I just think that would be really funny. But also really cool because I'm going to become a real superhero. You'll see. You'll see. Except you won't see. Because you won't even know it's me. Getting fit is the greatest gift you can give yourself. I know, right? Trying my best. I need an even stronger two-step technique. So, right, I am my Burger Man era. So real. Burger powers activate. But yes, I had some other superhero stuff we could look at, but there's an LUS video, LUS video, and like I said, I'm gonna start doing this on my non-H3 related streams, probably more than likely, as well as other things like body cam reviews, stuff like that. So remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already. But since this is an H3 waiting room, we will go back to something H3 related. This came out 2 hours ago, so it is brand new. Make sure you go check it out on Lus's channel.
Ethan Klein.
What does this stand for? Legal upset? What does this stand for? It's Tony. We're just gonna start calling him Tony. The fuck does LUS stand for? Lus. Okay, Tony. Let's hear it. This is Ethan Klein versus H3 Smart Mods. A little bit of a spelling error there. Smart Mods. Ethan Klein, 281 response to H3 Snark Mods. Didn't do the double spelling error, so that's how we know that it wasn't like meant to be Maybe it was like it was intentional somehow. I don't think so. Maybe the guy's name is Mark. We'll never know, but his name's Tony. But let's get into it.
Has responded, or his lawyer has responded to the AIDS-free snark. It is a very long read. I finished up with the motion.
I went from fat to fit to fat in the span of 8 years. I'm feeling another fit arc coming up. Do it alongside me, balls chat. Let's inspire each other. We talking about exercise? Damn, that's my degree. Sad I missed that, lol. We were just talking about it for a second. I'm going to actually start probably discussing my like workout regimen and stuff like that a little bit more. You know, try and build something actual. Because like I'm also interested in like, that was one superhero Instagram that I like, but I'm also into like a lot of these different Instagram accounts where like people do like biohacking, where they do like that one guy, what's his name, Swole Animal or something, where he's not the first one to do this, but he puts dog paw medicine on his hands to make dogs' paws more rough. There's a guy that was doing it first, but Swole Animal's doing it to become a better like mountain climber, and he's literally like climbing on like textured walls, like on outside when there's like the like textured walls, he's like climbing on those. Pretty insane. So I just like to see, obviously I don't think that I'm going to become I don't think that I can reach the levels that certain other people can reach, but I would like to see what my furthest see what my peaks truly are. But here, let me restart this real quick. He talks about SEO a lot. Didn't he say he has a marketing company? Smart is high level SEO. Mike's great exercise. Yeah, I've literally been, I have like where I live, I have like a little gym that we can use, but I want to get some like home weights and stuff to use now and again. But I'm trying to do kind of more calisthenic work, and then on the road, like running, trying to build up my cardio. That's what I'm working on right now. Because I feel like when I go to the gym, there's moments where if my cardio was better, I'd be able to work out for longer, but I end up getting exerted too fast. Get them gains. Thank you. I'm trying my best. Don't forget to stretch. I hurt my back again trying to do 40-pound reps without stretching. Yeah, I've been making sure to stretch a lot more ever since I hurt my tailbone too. Like just because it's not fully healed, but it's like just about. Like when I was doing the 2-step, I could feel it a little bit. But I'm trying to make sure that I stretch before I go do my runs and stuff, just to make sure that I'm not running cold and just slamming on my tailbone each time. But yeah. Def do some dynamic stretches before weightlifting. No static though. That can also be dangerous. Dynamic before weightlifting, static after. That's what I've always heard. Oh, I feel you. I do SEM and hate it too. Oh, SEO. You do SEM? You do it like he put like Smark. Come on. I guess the O and the M are the O and the M and the N and the M are too close together. You're just busy drawing. I was about to say, you do SEM? Sim heard that, but was just drawing. But yeah, let's get into this video.
So Ethan Klein has responded, or his lawyer has responded to the AIDS-free snark.
Oh, I'm sorry. I keep getting stun locked. Now I'm getting stun locked by chat, but you guys aren't trolling. This is me being stoic. So true, Alex. Oh. I didn't know that. I was the dumb one. So sorry. I was making jokes about you. And really, the joke's on me. The egg's on my face. I didn't know that, actually. I've done, like, obviously light SEO work, both for my channel and then for other stuff that I've worked on before. But I guess I've never learned the actual, like, terms. But have you tried contrast therapy, sauna, cold plunge? It's actually helped my mental health so much. No BS. I don't do cold plunge or sauna or anything. I've done it before, but I just do cold showers every once in a while. Like I'll go for a run, and if I'll feel really warm, so I'll do a cold shower. Love me some LUS, so true. Scanning electron microscope in my circle, true. What an idiot, loser, moron. I know I am, Evie. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Okay, but yes, let's get into it. Let's get into it. I'm sorry. I'm getting stun locked too much. Are you making a liable joke? Is that what you're doing? SEM is spoken, SEO is written.
So Ethan Klein has responded, or his lawyer has responded to the H3 snark. It is a very long read. I finished up with the motions. I'm going through the lawyer's declarations. I think the lawyer declaration is like 150 pages. So the motion wasn't too bad. It's probably 30 pages. 157 from their lawyer and 93 from Hilla and Ethan Klein. So we're talking about 250, almost 300 pages of reading. That is a lot of reading. It's not as dense as the 740 pages H3 snark, but that's what
they're slacking. Wow. They didn't put their whole heart into it. That's sad. Throw up this poll now.
You get, right? You do have to respond to these things. And when somebody lies about you, it is your right to respond to those lies. And probably it's in your benefit to respond, because then the judge looks at that and it's like, oh, it's a lie. So the main takeaway that I have gathered from is they have a real lawyer who I assume he went to law school based on how he wrote the response. And it's very professional. There's not much snark. The H3 snark was, in my opinion, very unprofessional. It was written from the perspective of an H3 snarker. There are interesting quotes and takeaways, and it really does address.
My favorite quote from like their specific statements that the snark mods made was the one where they said that they thought Ethan would kill them if given the chance. Ethan owns a gun. I think he would kill me if given the chance. That was literally what one of them said. Actually, incredible stuff.
Address the copyright issue of denims. So
I like the way LUS says denims. Denims. Have we established, does he have an accent? I honestly can't tell. I don't know if it's an accent or if he has a mild speech impediment. And I don't mean that like, I'm not trying to be racist or rude. I legitimately just can't tell.
Focus of it is then you have to prove that Dennings is, you have to give a probable cause that Dennings is guilty.
Oh, Tony uses they, them pronouns. Oh, true. Oh, I didn't even notice when I was looking. True? Well, okay.
Of copyright infringement, because that's how you can get these individuals for contributory copyright infringement. So a lot more effort is placed towards actually copyright, which I'm sure the judge is appreciative of, because that's what the case is about. The case is not about harassment. It is not about online harassment. It's not about defamation. It's about copyright infringement. And at the end of the day, that's all really you should focus on. Now, is it very lengthy? Yes, but that's typical of a response. Did it take a lot of money to make this piece of paper? Yes. It took a lot of billable hours. It took a lot of research, took a lot of writing. Even like if you just think about this, even somebody writing this out would cost so much money. So in my opinion, that's kind of the dichotomy. I have to read all of it. I haven't read all of it. But one seems very professional in terms of tone and how it's written. And the H3 snark just seems in terms of tone and how it's written. And the H3 snark just seems like they're throwing stuff against the wall. And it's a lot of stuff against the wall, but none of it is.
Impediment plus an accent, true. I think that probably is what it is.
is really relevant to copyright infringement. So the case is copyright infringement. Does Denons have a case? Now, they did lay out their case against Denons.
Oh, see, I was wondering this. We encourage folks to watch on YouTube since it doesn't play ads or contribute to the view counts. Because their whole thing was basically just trying to say, oh, we aren't doing anything wrong. All we did was point to other places where people can watch. We were just talking about different things. We were just giving our commentary and fair use and clipping stuff. But this is literally the encouragement that what we were talking about. Because I think that's like that's the smoking gun. When talking about Denims and Frogan and Casey Tron, all of their like copyright infringements are based upon the way that they used the content. The Snark team using their content wouldn't necessarily be copyright infringement because all they are doing, it would be like maybe secondary. It would be just as much as any of the viewers. But I think that the YouTube links, these like mirror site links, are what is really the smoking gun because it shows an re-uploading for the explicit purpose of like redirecting viewership to like, you know, redirect ad revenue or reduce ad revenue given to the original. And I don't know how you work past that. I think that is literally like maybe all of them didn't do that. Maybe a few of them will get away with it. But I think that if that's the case, then they'll probably start turning on each other quicker than they'll just band together in a hope to hide. Mac Duders, whoever it was, that was so funny. LUS or Legal Mindset, that was calling Denims Dennis. I don't remember that. That's funny. That was someone else that was doing it. Okay. Oh, you're talking to MC Duders. McDuders, is that what it is? I always say MC because I think of like MCs. A Master of Ceremonies. Did you guys know that's what it stands for? I got a lot of knowledge up here. They didn't promise noon, so we're not late yet. So true. Yeah, we still have 5 minutes. We're almost there. Let's see if they've posted anything on the Instagram real quick. Instagram. Ethan just posting on his story. And the H3 podcast. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. And still no title and no thumbnail. Said it for almost 2 full streams, was calling Denim's Dennis. That's pretty good. I mean, I don't understand how these like journalists like Taylor Lorenz, how these lawyers and like different people, I don't understand how they read this stuff and like get certain things so wrong. Like, how are you calling Denim's Dennis? Like, I could get maybe you misread it, but like there's an M in there. That should have thrown you off to maybe double check reading it.
It's interesting. So you can actually see, and if Denon's attorney is smart, which they are, Denon's attorney costs a shit ton of money, so they're very smart. They could prepare because in order to get H3 Snark to win this subpoena, this battle against them for the subpoena, they need to prove that Denon's, or they need to show that Denon's could be guilty of copyright.
Wait, I thought it was spelled MC. Yeah, I think you could spell it either way. I think when they spell it like that, that's just like a phonetic spelling of MC to explain the actual pronunciation. Or like when people accidentally say Mac. I think Miko was just joking though, if I had to guess. Mac Duders. Hey, what's up, Mac Duders? That's what I would say too. If we were homeboys. If we were home skillets.
Right, and I think they did a really good job of doing so. So that's the main part about their arguments against Denons is very clearly laid out.
Hey, your chat saying Denons came up as immediately when he said it for me. Oh, that was good. Yeah, he does kind of say Denons. Just slow down a little bit. It's okay. I speak too fast too, and that's why I end up stammering. I end up going abba 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 abba. We need to both just take a step back. I just did it again. Take a step back, slow down. Think about what you want to say before you say it. Don't just let the words flow out of your
mouth in this document, even though it is not
not a joke, just a typo. Fair enough. I was trying to give you a pass, Miko. No.
Advantageous to do so because now Dennons can come up with a response. And again, I think H3 Snark is the main target. It is there in all three lawsuits. I think if Ethan and Hilla had the opportunity to take down H3 Snark mods, they would rather do that than take down Dennons or Frogan or Caseytron. And I think this is kind of where they are because they have a lot of personal details on H3. H3 Snark is crazy, right? It's crazy.
Did anyone see the Fox News coverage on Collargate? They got almost everything wrong, including the clip. I didn't see that, but I don't know if I can watch it because I've gotten news. Some news, I think like more local news channels work, but for some reason like Fox and certain things I'll get copyright for. I don't think I can watch that. If there's like a really short clip, I might be able to. If you could tell me like if it's on the Reddit or something. But I did not personally see that. They got everything wrong, almost everything wrong, including the clip. Did they just play a completely separate clip or something? What would be like? Because that was like something Hassan was trying to act like oh, they're acting like I did this to her, and was kind of pointing like to something that would be a completely separate instance. Oh, the time on the video is 4:20. 4:20, guys. You know what that means.
Again, they're still talking about this, and there's a lot to read, and there's a lot to go over. The H3 Snark mod.
They call her Kayla. That's pretty good.
Its counterfactual narrative is to paint themselves as victims when they are the victimizers. Due to the repeated abuse, harassment, and falsehoods, the H3 Snark mods have directed at us, our lives are forever changed. We are no longer comfortable appearing in public, not just for our safety, but we have been repeatedly confronted by complete strangers claiming we advocate and participate in the genocide of Palestinians. Due to the constant threats we have received, we are both seeking
Conservatives are going to start agreeing with you so hard now that you're exercising. See, what I want to do is I'm never going to take like, human growth hormone or testosterone, because like I've said, my goal isn't to become like, I'm still eating whatever I want. I'm not gonna like go on some crazy diet, because the goal isn't to lose weight. The goal isn't to become super skinny. The goal isn't to be like the goal is to just become healthier, and exercise will make you healthier regardless of if you are getting like if you're getting a slight excess of calories in your caloric intake. I don't think that being a little bit overweight is the issue. I think that it's when you are sedentary and allow your being overweight to extrapolate into your other functions of your body. I got my new glass pipe today, about to go blaze right now. I'm gonna blaze after this probably. I'm done with the stream, and then go for my run while I listen to the podcast.
Sealed carry permits to defend ourselves and our children. We no longer do live.
I want to get super jacked too. See, I'm telling you, Alex, it's just about getting that frame. It's not necessarily about being cut. It's about having a nice built frame. Getting some big arms. Like the real thing is getting some thick forearms. You got to work out your forearm. I'm trying to work on it. My calves are pretty good. I have pretty thick calves. Because I skated when I was younger. So skating a lot has built some very thick calves. My thighs are really dense, so I need to work them out more. And that's what's been doing a lot in my runs. Been feeling it a lot in my thighs. But I'm just trying to put on that mass, Really just up in that.
events
vis-a-vis
out of fear for our safety and the safety of our employees. Our employees have also suffered significantly, being constantly accused of working for advocates and participants in genocide, and one being falsely reported to ICE, which is crazy bad, guys. We have lost many relationships, both personal and professional, due to false assertions that they have spread about us. Our free children have suffered as well, not just from the DCFS investigations. We're no longer comfortable taking them on play dates as our presence could threaten the safety of innocent children. That's sad, man. Like there are two sides of the story, right? And we hear the age-free snark side, and then you really hear like the impact that this has had on Ethan and Hill.
My body is built more like a very athletic woman. Hey, Alex, it takes time. Calves are the most difficult to build. Good job. I think part of it's genetic. My dad has good calves too, but he also skated when he was younger. So who knows? It could be either way. I'm trying to think because I guess my brother has smaller. My brother doesn't have like super big legs, but his are bigger too. So it must be genetics. It happens. Raking the yard is an incredible workout you can't get at the gym. I mean, honestly, like if you mow your lawn and you want a real workout, get a little push mower. Get out there with that shit. And I don't mean the ones that are electric, or that are gas powered or electric. I literally mean get the ones that just literally chop it up as you're pushing. Rake that shit down. Really just got gym teacher calves. Give a quick show. See, honestly, I need to work out more because they're not as good as they once were. I don't even know if they're in frame. I don't want to show my foot. That comes with a membership. Pretty good in there. Good. These are like jogger sweatpants. So I was about to cut off circulation in my knee. Got a 2-step and a leg reveal today. Interesting. I was really fat, then I lost 110 pounds, and now my calves are super jacked. Because you were pushing around all that weight. That really does happen. Like people that are overweight will sometimes have like abs or like muscles underneath if they're doing like athletic work. And that's what I'm saying, like being a little bit overweight isn't the issue. It's about being sedentary, because then you don't have those muscles underneath and you can't carry around your frame. See, I think my biggest I've ever been was probably like 250 pounds. I've fluctuated down. My skinniest I think was like 185. I got down pretty skinny. But I don't think that looks good on my frame. So I've built up to like back to like 230. I'm like 230, 240 right now. And I'm trying to get maybe down a little bit, but then maybe build back up with a little bit more muscle. You know.
I have a 1-year-old daughter, and we would love to go on play dates and stuff, and they can't even take their kids on play dates because they fear for the safety of their kids and the other kids as well. That's that's the reality of what these age-free snarkers have done, and they're still laughing about it, it's all fun and games until it's you, right? Until like your name is now being, or your anonymous name is now being mentioned. This is the real life effect of what age-free snark was. I mean, again, as a dad myself, this is pretty weird to think about that, right? It is how big of an impact they would have. So that's an interesting part, right? But they are amusing themselves, for it is their adversary who is obligated to use words responsibly, since he believes in words. The anti-Semites have the right to play it. They even like to play with discord for giving ridiculous reasons. They discredit the seriousness of their interlocutors. They delight in acting in bad faith, since they seek not to be persuaded by sound argument, but to intimidate and.
How tall are you, Kevin? I'm 6'4" and 240. I'm like six. I've been thrown off by my height. I say I'm about 6'1", 6'2". The tallest I've ever been measured at, like by a doctor, was 6'3". But then I've met people that are like 6'2" that are taller than me, and so I don't know. I don't know for sure. But I've always just said like 6'1", 6'2", around there. And then yeah, I mean I got a belly. I got a belly, and I got some, I got a chest. See, I've worked out my chest a bit to where I have I have a fatty chest, but then I have muscle underneath that kind of keeps it somewhat in place. So it's not too bad. I just have kind of a dense chest, I guess. I'm 6'1", 196, and last June I was 310. Ah, congratulations, Mr. MCG. Mr. McG. That's a Mick. Mr. McG, shout out. We love that for you.
In disconcert, if you press them too closely, they will abruptly fall silent, loftily indicating by some phrase that the time for argument is past. It's just really hard to talk to these individuals. Oh, what is...
Dude, it's bullshit. To punish these innocent kids for no reason. I hate to quote Ryan Beard, but fuck Snark. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, yeah, a lot of people have said that besides Ryan Beard, too. I was 210 in June of 2024, and now I'm 140. So much better for my 5'2" bones. Oh, shout out you too, Bobby. I didn't see that one before. Shout out everybody. Everybody on their journeys, regardless of if you've even started it yet. It'll come. And that's part of the reason that I want to be like more open about like my exercise journey, the path that I'm creating for myself, because I don't want to I don't see myself as some big inspiration, but that's part of the reason that you do it anyways, is because that way it's more about like somebody who's every man and everyday average Joe. If I can do it, so can you, kind of thing. Doesn't need to be some crazy some story where I burned it. I fucking did 100,000 push-ups every day until I was cut. No, we're gonna figure this out the right way.
Is snark brain. The term snark brain is...
Oh, we got a title? Oh, the Imiru TwitchCon situation is Dan Clancy's fault. Okay, I'm glad they're going to talk about this today, because I was thinking about talking about it. But honestly, I didn't look too much into it, and I didn't want to kind of... I gave it just like my 2 cents on when we were talking about the Taylor Lorenz aspect. But I didn't watch her full video. I just saw some bits and pieces where she was talking about Neon coming through and that other stuff. So I think it was more important to talk about the security aspect. But it might be interesting to see what the actual full info is on that.
The equivalent to saying someone has drunk the Kool-Aid regarding snark. It is to express the lack of critical thinking and culturalist behavior that snarks exhibit.
I was 6'1" last year, but now I'm 5'7". We love to hear it. We love to see it. New short king. A new short king in the building. Leg shrinking surgery. They break your legs like they do in the leg lengthening, but they don't extend them. They just keep breaking them down until they're tiny.
So, yeah, I mean, it is a crazy... It's a very interesting document. It's very interesting. There's a lot to cover. But it does paint you a serious... just how the H3 snarkers...
I'm glad she talked about it publicly before the events the event ended so she could warn other streamers. Well, yeah, I mean, I heard it was another clip with a few other streamers. I don't remember which one it was, but another female streamer was with her and was saying like, yeah, after what happened to you, I canceled my thing. Was it Cinnabrit that said it? I remember she was in the clip, but I don't remember if she had a meet and greet. She canceled. But it was a few other female streamers that canceled theirs after that. And it's like, first of all, the fact that it had to be Imaru kind of putting the word out and not like maybe the event kind of letting their guests know is a little shady too.
Mods, they painted themselves as, oh wow, this will affect my life and this will affect my job prospects, this will affect my family, my friends. This has already affected Ethan. I think this is a Griddick's response. It's already affected. So it's all fun and games when you're anonymous and you're ruining someone else's life. But it's no longer fun and games when it's your life at risk from the same reaction. You know, it's physics, right? Every action has a every action has a reaction. Well,
Wait, no, I'm confused. Wait, was he talking about stones? Was Ethan talking about stones? Now Ethan needs to clarify because now I'm confused if you were talking about stones or inches, feet and inches. What would this mean? 6'1", 5'7". How would that be in stones? 6.1 maybe? I don't know. 5'7" 3/4. Ooh, a tall king.
if you were so confident and so happy to do this,
I was talking about height and just joking. Good, I'm glad. I got it then. I swear, I promise.
To someone else, when the time comes and people do it to you, is it, are you still laughing? Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Yeah, that part about the play date thing, it's very important if you're a parent to understand. Yeah, and that must suck for them, right? That must suck for them. So anyway, let me know what you guys think. We'll probably do a...
Yeah, that is crazy. I don't even know what you're even talking about. Stones. Stones is a weight metric that they use. I don't know if it's just in the UK or if it's in Europe. Is a whole stone weight metric. 1 stone is equal to 6.3 kilograms or 14 pounds. 1 stone is 14 pounds. So I'd be 17.14 stones. I'm also about 108 kilograms. 108.8 kilograms, almost 109. What's this LUS person's background? Is this just a hobby or are they involved in law in some way? It says on his thing, my name is Tony Guo. I retired at 36. I unretired at 38 to start a copyright law firm to combat copyright abuse on YouTube. I'm a patent attorney specializing in patents, trademark, copyrights, and intellectual property. I work pro bono for free on immigration cases in Houston, Texas. I graduated New York University, NYU, and honors and a BS in biology. I passed the patent bar exam when I was 21, worked in the largest Chinese intellectual property law firm, and graduated William and Mary Law School. I'm licensed as a lawyer in New York State. I own 2 startups in Humble, Texas, which is near Houston, Texas, Run Rex, an online marketing agency specializing in SEO and Google Ads, and Uma, a Pokemon and Magic the Gathering store in Humble, Texas. Oh, nice. Or Umu. That's nice. He's an entrepreneur. Oh, don't worry, Kelsey, you're fine. Hassan should love LUS, so true. Oh, the H is silent. It's Humble. Interesting. Humble, Texas? I've never heard of that before. This is supposed to start. Now I'm actually fully out of stuff. I guess we could go back to my superhero things that I had. This was a really funny video. Does everybody know who Phoenix Jones is? Does everybody know who Phoenix Jones is? I'd hope so. I explained it briefly earlier. Phoenix Jones was part of a superhero collective called like the Seattle something. They were in Seattle, I'm pretty sure. Superhero group. Yeah, the Rain City superhero movement. Phoenix Jones was part of the Rain City superhero movement, and they went out fighting crime. A lot of them went out and were just like, you know, giving out handshakes and like feeding the homeless, you know, boring shit. Phoenix Jones was different. He once saw his friend getting robbed, and so he put on a ski mask and went and beat the shit out of a guy and got the stuff back or something. It was something like that. That was like his origin story. Or it wasn't his friend. I don't remember the full story. It was something like that, though. He went and beat the shit out of a guy, so he thought, I love this. And he went out into the streets of Seattle and started beating the shit out of bad guys, stopping drug dealers. But one day, Phoenix Jones got stopped because he was selling the same drugs. He was selling drugs to people. I don't even think he was selling... I think he was selling, like, MDMA or some shit. I don't even remember. But Phoenix Jones, he is the evil version of Rock Hard. Rock Hard is a true hero who does it for a righteous cause. I hate Drew. I find Dr. Drew to be very pretentious. I like him when he has on interesting people. You know, I can like some of the stuff he does. But
a whole bunch of equipment here, I've noticed.
There's times.
You've got a baton that's a taser, I guess, or something?
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
That is pretty awesome. You guys, I'm looking at like, this looks like a Batman-esque, which I never thought I'd see in real life.
Thing about that, you know, I had 2 toys I started out with that are garbage, and that is one of them, and I brought it here for that exact reason.
Okay, it doesn't work?
Well, it does work, but you have to be able to climb up a building faster than the guy can run up the stairs, which is difficult.
And then tell me about this thing here. This is quite something. This is the Bat Shield.
Yes, that's a $10,000 bulletproof riot shield that was donated to me from Baker Ballistics.
Can you show me how it works?
Yeah, like that. That's how I'd have to do it. Now, and then you keep it a little bit away from your body so you can get the recoil. And it'll take a shotgun around at point blank, and it absorbs energy.
Can you punch it or do something to it and show me how it works?
Yeah, it really works. So just hold your ground, all right?
All right.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, that's good.
It absorbs most of the impact on it.
Well, just keep it in your face.
Well, that's why you got to give it some room.
But I did think this was funny. I found this recently.
Go. Yeah, Phoenix Jones is for your bitch ass. You know what I'm saying? You think you can just go around tasing my boys, bitch ass nigga? Fuck you, hoe ass nigga. Fuck you. Fuck Red Dragon. Fuck Thunder, bitch ass nigga. We coming to get your ass, nigga. Told you, nigga, I got low thug gangsters, nigga. I got my motherfucking bodyguard, nigga. I want you to come fuck with my gangsters, hoe. Fuck with my gangsters, bitch. Fuck that shit.
That's the real reason Phoenix Jones stopped. No, I just saw a better video I wanted to watch. Hope it's still there. Gone. Phoenix Jones actually was going around beating the shit out of people in the street. Yeah, what if they aim at my face? Yeah, hold the shield higher. Maybe be better at your job. Honestly, if they shoot you in the face, that's kind of like the way it goes, right? Now I'm really out of stuff, because I did have a longer video. We have a thumbnail now. Thumbnail, they look really AI'd. They look really AI'd this time. Look at this. You can't even make out what it says on this hat. Yeah, you can. Early bird special. It's just backwards. But yeah, I mean, we know what happened. We're ready. My God. You know, I was kind of hoping that they'd start by now. Oh, I guess I can show this. We can show what's on Ethan's story real quick. This was crazy. I don't want to show the full video because I did see it on Reddit, but I don't want to show it. The dog, his old dog Fish, had an extremely tight collar on and seems to have rubbed his like neck raw. He had like a piece under his neck that he had rubbed raw. Because dogs, like, they won't care. They'll let that stuff like kind of happen. The story's not available.
If we don't have, like it or not.
Oh, this was interesting too. I did see this.
Yeah, I've heard like this one was crazy. I heard Dan Clancy was out a lot of nights with young girls around him, which whatever, man. If that's your thing, that's your thing. But like, it just felt like this con felt so fucking weird, man.
Other people's stories by accident. But yeah, I did hear that Dan was like being a bit of a creep. My partner was horrified seeing that. Yeah, poor baby. Yeah, it looked bad. Like, genuinely letting your dog like get their like neck rubbed raw from their collar. Like, come on, man. Hassan needs to go to jail for the dog stuff, but because he's insufferable too. So true. The video made me upset. Yeah. I don't know. Just makes me feel some type of way. Don't like it. No go. No good. Here, I guess I could tell you guys, we could talk exercise a little bit more here. I'll give the rundown of what my runs have been. Because I've been running for a few weeks now, I'll say. Probably been, oh no. Internet dying out? No? Okay, I think we caught it again. We're back. Dropped a couple frames perhaps, but nothing major. Oh yeah, I heard he was out partying with younger women. But yes, I started on, what was my first day? Oh, it's been almost a month. What am I talking about? A couple weeks. It's been almost exactly 1 month. I started on September 27th. So on September 27th, my time for 1 mile was 13 minutes and 46 seconds. And I did one yesterday, which was my best time that I've gotten. I told you, I lied to you guys earlier. This was my actual time. My time for 1 mile done yesterday was 11 minutes and 43 seconds. I've almost knocked off a full 2 minutes off my mile time, which I'm super proud of. Or just about 2 minutes. I've knocked just about 2 minutes off my mile time, which I'm very proud of. And just trying to keep it going up, you know, keep upping up that, well, lowering it. You get what I'm saying. Do you know what your mile time is, Alex? Yeah, it's just red fur on the dog. I'd believe it. It was, yeah. The dog just ate some cherries. What are you talking about? It wasn't blood. The trainer told him that collar has to be that tight. That's 4. You need 7 more excuses. But yeah, I did a couple 2 miles too, and on my 2 miles I was averaging about I was averaging about 14 minutes. Yeah, see, there was 1 mile run that took me almost 20 minutes because I exerted myself out like way too quickly, and then I had to like walk all the way back because my legs were starting to hurt. And it was just a mile, and that was really early on. So I'm glad I've gotten it down because that was just my first one that I did. It was the 2 minutes longer, and I think that's like a pretty genuine, or actually, you know what that other one was too? The 20-minute one was definitely after I hurt my tailbone. That's also what that was. Yeah, that was right when I hurt my tailbone. You don't know your mile time? You gotta get it. You gotta time it next time. My mile time is an hour because I just walk slowly at my desk on my walking pad. So true. I can't run for my life. See, I have a pretty fast like walking pace. Like my walking pace is probably like an 11, like 12, maybe like a 13. Let's be real. It's probably like 13 minutes. It's probably like a 13-minute mile. That's probably what I average walking. So my first one was me trying to run and then having to walk kind of slow. But my actual, like, I kind of speed walk everywhere. I really do. I haven't tested my speed in a while. You just got to run around the block, Alex. See, I haven't realized how quick a mile truly is until I actually, like, got this. I'm using the Nike app. This isn't sponsored. But the Nike app's free running, so it times your runs and shows you how far you went. The Nike Run Club app. But it's been working for me because that way I can actually like map out seeing how far I've gone. It tells you when you've gotten halfway on like your amount that you selected, which is good. Your mile time is my mom. You got me. How sad. Why would you say something like that? I run fast as fuck. I think my mile time is like 7-8 minutes. True shit. Have you ever done like a marathon or anything? I say I want to try and do some stuff like that, like try and do a marathon at some point, but running sucks for your knees. Well, that's why I'm trying to build my strength up. I need to build up that endurance, to build up your body. Get good shoes. See, I think running is bad, but what you want is to be able to keep be able to maintain a consistent pace for long periods. I don't care about being fast. That's not necessarily what I care about. What I care about is being able to do like a 10-minute mile consistently for like a marathon. I think if I could do that, that would be pretty legit. I like the Nike workout app with the strength training routines. Is that also maybe that's a separate app? Maybe they have a different one because I'm on the Run Club app. I would love to do a marathon too. I can run a 6-7 mile. So true. Yeah, great in a zombie apocalypse. That's the thing is I don't want to be super fast. I just want to be faster than slow zombies. Because if they're fast zombies, I'm fucked anyways. They'll get me. They'll get me eventually. But if I can keep a good pace, I can just keep running, you know? And I can get far enough away where then I can slow down and figure it out. I ran a marathon. Hardest thing I've ever done. Childbirth was easier. That would be legitness. Max calories I've burned is like 1,300. Interesting. I don't think I've ever like I don't know how that actually I don't know how that works, how you calculate that. I know the app does it, but I've always found that weird because wouldn't that be different per person? Is it just like an estimate? Because I burn like per mile I burn like 170 calories, it's telling me. I ran a marathon. Or sorry, I was reading that again. Congrats on both. So true. You just need to be second slowest. Exactly. You don't need to be the slowest as long as you're second slowest. The podcast made a post. Oh, sorry, wrong holiday. My whistling's getting worse. I need to practice again. Live. Talking about the Imaru TwitchCon situation. They should also show that clip that I saw of, I showed it on stream of that veteran asking Dan Clancy what he's going to do about people saying terrible things about veterans on Twitch and him being like, well, that's a great question. Thank you for your service. We did do something. That's basically what he said. I can't even read the H3 chat because it's moving so fast. So many tomatoes. The Instagram post was lying. Everything was lying. Why does it lie? This is as real as the AI Tim Walls. This is as true as the AI Tim Walls. Wow, 1 minute. Hey, yo, I got a hungry crowd waiting to eat. What's the hold up, chef? He said some of those instances. Yeah, he said some of those instances had consequences. Yeah, he didn't even say all of them. Why does it lie? Why does it lie? Because it's a sensation. I do find that's so funny too if we really think about it. Joe Rogan asked, why does it lie? About a YouTube title. It's a sensationalized title. Of course it's lying. My name Chef. So true. You're so real for that, internet tough guy. Oh no, it's literally gone up. I've literally jumped up like 10 to 20 viewers, concurrent viewers in the span of like 10 to 15 minutes, and it's because they haven't started yet. What do you guys think of it? Let me know in chat. How angry is everybody as we watch this other chat just getting flooded with tomatoes and the different emojis that they've added? You commented on my comment. Let's see. Did you call me a disgusting Zionist propagandist or something? My content is better. Oh, reports. False information. Thanks for reporting this comment. Nuh-uh. Imagine I get your fucking account taken down from that. Stop with the tomatoes. Stop with the tomatoes. Let's see. Did Ethan also post it on his story? 4 minutes ago, going live. I guess it says going live, not gone live, right? We're the 1 and 1.5 hours late. Damn, yeah, we are over 30
Hello,
minutes.
everybody. Welcome.
Hello, everybody. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I do this every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Tuesday, trying to add more streams in there. Even when H3 isn't streaming, trying to do more streams, talking about different stuff. You know, I didn't have full time. We had more superhero stuff we could have talked about, but it was longer videos. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. Again, like and subscribe if you haven't already. This is Cap and Quasar signing off.